No, not really. We could pre-ramble
Maybe
about
Oscar Piastri.
what, the guy that shot his wife.
No, the Australian F1 driver that's doing really well at the moment.
Oh, not the South African runner.
No, it was Oscar
Pistorius.
Pistorius.
Hmm.
Yeah, slightly different. Oscar Piastri is
Are they? You sure? They might be the same person.
Oscar Piastri is an Aussie F1 driver who is dominating the season at the moment, and he might be the first Australian to win the season. Is that ever? Or have we had one before? Surely we've had someone win
But have they checked his legs? Are they sure he's not the other Oscar?
that. No, he definitely has two legs because he's on the brake and the accelerator, just going a million miles an hour.
I don't know. I feel like somebody could, like, with a prosthetic leg, could do that.
So you're saying maybe Oscar Piastri is Oscar Blade Runner has come back point Mach 2.0 as now he's a world F1 champion after his failed career. What did he used to do?
Running.
Formerly running.
Wasn't he
Was
a
it?
runner that lost his leg
Yeah.
and then ran in the Special Olympics and got gold in both? And
They called
then
him the Blade Runner.
his girlfriend cheated on him with some sort of rugby player, and so he shot her? Isn't that what happened? Then he went to jail. I'm pretty sure. And then he escaped, and he moved to Australia, where he could start his career as a race car driver.
Potential. This has potential. Maybe we should look into this a bit more. I mean, same first name.
I think we should tip off the cops.
Yeah, same first name. I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
It does, doesn't it? What's up, everybody, and welcome to All for Footy, the AFL podcast where good friends gather and gab about last week's games and this week's games and everything in between. I'm your host, Nathan, Mr. 9 out of 9 Norman, joined, as always, by the second best podcaster in the world, Mr. Daniel, the Big Dr. Reeby. How are you, sir?
Oh, Nathan, my fairly feathered friend, I'm fantastic. I'm well rested. We've had the week off from footy, and I feel like by Thursday night this week, I'll just be jumping out of my skin for that first final. So, I contemplated going over to Adelaide for the game, actually. Couldn't quite snag a ticket for the Friday game with Steelo. He said that he had too many other, people that actually go for the teams and that with their hand up in front of me. So I was let down there. And Saturday, obviously, I can't go, so I won't be getting to any of the games. But it's just going to be huge. So
Yeah, well, it's absolutely going to be huge. And also joining us on the bench, the man of steel, Steelo. How are you, sir?
Very well, thank you. I'm just off the bench, am I?
Yeah, just off the bench, mate. You're off the bench. We're all off the bench.
I'll take it.
We were all sitting on the bench, and now we're all like, let's get off the bench.
Yeah, there's some real good players on the All-Australian bench, so I'll take that. Get Dacos on the bench, keeping him fresh.
We're definitely all Australian of podcasters, that's for damn sure.
straight off the bench.
Straight off the bench. That's what
No,
we
good,
do.
mate. I'm keeping it nice and warm, mate. Feeling good.
Lovely.
The Lions, mate, we're up for a massive match this weekend, and I couldn't be more happy about it. We're going around again, and it's September, baby. It's freaking September.
September, footy fever, but also that also means footy's about to end soon. So I'm not really. It's bittersweet. I don't really like the footy ending. I like the footy, and now I'm gonna miss it.
Heats up.
Ugh, get out of here with
Mate.
cricket season.
Can't
Get out of here.
say cricket in September. That's the golden rule.
Get out of it. Like, just cricket. Get out of
You
it.
have to wait till the 1st of October, then it's all cricket.
No, absolutely. All right, well, let's move into it. We won't go into last week's games because there were no last week's games. But I don't know. Do you want to talk about the final 8 and where everybody's sitting a bit?
We have a few games from last week. I mean,
Nah, not really.
Frankston got absolutely hammered by Footscray in the VFL. That was notable. And I believe Brisbane lost to Richmond, or did they win? I think Brisbane won, actually, against Richmond. And, Brisbane definitely won, actually, in that game.
20 points.
And Southport Sharks looking really dangerous this year. They won in the top of the table clash against Box Hill. And so they will be... did Southport win? Yeah. And they're taking on It wasn't top of the table clash though. They're taking on Frankston this week down at Frankston Park, and I'm hoping to maybe go along. So Frankston Dolphins versus Casey. There it is. Nathan, you interested in going to the footy on Saturday night? Melbourne Reserves are playing.
No.
No, yeah, I might be going actually.
I'll
Go
pass.
down to Frankston.
Yeah, I might go down Box Hill and watch the Lions versus the Hawks,
Big
mate.
day on Saturday, VFL. So yeah, that was mainly last week's entertainment, following a bit of VFL and a few very good games of women. The AFLW as well.
The
Carlton
girls for the days smashed them. It's good. Good stuff.
I watched a couple of actually really good quality games of footy there. Carlton looked the goods up there in Brisbane against Brisbane and got the win. And it was a good round of just following some other leagues of footy. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
but
it was pretty much a
Yeah,
break of
it's-
football for me. It's all about the AFL, the main leagues. I'm not the AFLW. Yep, all right, cool. VFL. It's just lesser AFL. Yep, give me the AFL. That's all I'm all about.
Even though Nam had a good win over Collingwood in the AFLW.
Oh, mate, yeah, I saw it. It was great. I loved it. But at the end of the day, I'm an AFL man.
do you reckon they should call it AWFL? I feel like it sounds better and it sort of makes more sense. It's the Australian Women's Football League.
No, because that sounds like awful.
AFLW
Awful.
doesn't sound as good, and it's just it gives them their own brand. Then if it was AWFL,
AWFL, that's awful. They can't do that. You kidding me?
That's pretty
Could you
funny.
imagine if they named the women's league awful?
A couple of you fell straight into it.
Mate, you couldn't be doing that. Because that'd definitely be a thing that it's funny.
Yeah.
It'll be funny.
Okay, everyone's going to say it's awful.
Yeah, it's fucking awful. Oh, it'll be like one of those jokes that is overused. You'd be like, come on, man. Why'd they call it that? You'd be like, why'd you call one of the planets Uranus? It's like, well, what was that? Was that a good idea? I don't know.
It was at the time. It kind of stood the test at the time. I mean, I heard it referenced on the news the other day, and I got a good chuckle. So,
I thought
I feel like the person that named Uranus kind of got their due compliments out of the little tongue-in-cheeker in that one. But
well, I think they call it Uranus at schools now.
oh,
Yeah, they try anything they can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Uranus.
the gag will always be pushed out as far as it can be pushed out.
Very
I
the
think.
truth.
No, they're trying to kill the gag with our generation. That's what the new generation will know nothing about it. And then we'll be like, it used to be called Uranus, and they're like, yeah, go to bed, granddad. So it's like, you fucking, you
Stop
schmuck.
talking out Uranus, Grandad.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, do you want to talk about the final eight and this finals and how this year's wrapped up so far?
Oh, well, it's so exciting. I mean, there's going to be a herd of Collingwood people heading over to Adelaide, isn't there? You know, it was only a couple of weeks ago. I was actually in Adelaide that week. I wasn't there for the footy. But I went into a bar and a homeless person, a Collingwood supporter and an alcoholic walked into a bar. And that was just the first guy. But, you know, there was a lot of people over there for the footy, and it was quite interesting just as a litmus test how the town's going to go, because Collingwood travel well, and I think the AFL's lucked out with the way the finals fell, because you got a game in Perth, a game in Adelaide, a game in Melbourne, and a game in Sydney. So, you know, it's all spread out across the city, and you've got Brisbane represented. So, you know, you've technically got every state there just mingling. So, you know, it's worked out really well for the AFL, and I think it's just juicy, isn't it? I mean, whoever wins those two big ones to get the prelim, I mean, if Geelong can beat Brisbane and get straight into the MCG prelim, and Collingwood, I mean, if they can snag the win and get the other MCG, I mean, how would they be, those two? How
would they be?
I like those two to win. So yeah, it'd be interesting. But I'm excited. Oh, if only the Saints made it, that would have made it even more juicy.
Yeah, well, they didn't. They didn't. So yeah, well, look. Yeah, no, it's shaked out rather well. I thought doggies were given a rough shot, not being able to make the 8, unfortunately. Really wanted to be back in Rick and the doggies movement this year. But alas, I have to be back in the Geelong Cats. My good friend. Yes. So,
He's on the Geelong Cats.
so
Yeah,
still, I have to.
Cats.
You guys won last year. Like, get in line. You know, I've got to be back my good friend Ryan and get behind his team this year because I didn't last year. And yeah, got to do it this year though.
I feel like out of the Giants and Hawthorn game, the winner of that game, I feel could be dangerous. You know, go up against the loser of a prelim there. And, you know, I just think the winner of that game potentially gets through to a prelim. So, you know, there could be some straight sets. I think they play the Collingwood Adelaide loser. So that would be a pretty big game there either way. But, yeah, it's just also interesting. But hopefully the Hawks get over the Giants there. I mean, I'll be going for the Hawks in that one. That's going to be one of my favourite watches, that game. And
Yeah, we'll get to the games. We'll get to the games. But
yeah,
yeah,
no,
no,
I'm just excited for that one specifically.
I get that, but like the top four, I don't see any teams outside the top four, but like taking home that flag. I really do see the bottom four being dark horses in their own right. Even though GWS and Freo are on level pegging with Collingwood points wise. Yeah.
Can't say Freo again.
What a close year. I just think Collingwood, Brisbane, Geelong, Adelaide. Those are the teams in it for me at this point. And yeah, good luck to the others. Try and dismantle or disrupt my predictions.
Fremantle.
You can't dismantle Fremantle.
Fremantle dismantle.
Yeah, mate. Sorry, Fabo. I don't think Freo is going to make it, mate. You know, they've done well to get this far, but yes, good luck to you, mate. We'll see. We'll dissect the game in a little bit, but we'll.
Yeah.
Good. You're going to need the luck.
Don't reckon they'll get there.
No.
Well, all right. Well, before we move on, Reeby, a few words for the Saints year.
For the Saints, yeah.
Yeah, come on. It's over now. The year's over. What have you got to say? Reflect on the St Kilda Football Club in a handful of sentences.
It was our 151st season in existence, and I feel like 150 of those years have been quite similar. You know, they've got a similar tone to it. I can't quite pick what the tone is. I think it's probably not winning the ultimate glory in the season. Yeah, so 150 versus 1. So, you know, it's just another one of those years, you know. I don't know if that's a cliche saying, but, you know, if you're not first, you're last. And I feel like the green shoots, though, were the exciting bit that leave me with a lot of hope over the cricket season when people ask me what team I go for. Yeah. I'll probably say St Kilda still. You know, there's been a lot of toying with saying, like, oh, just West Coast or, you know, being a bit silly about it. But I really feel like this year I might give it the old, you know, fully in, you know, like Saints, you know, oh, we're going to be great, you know, and we've recruited well. And because all the talk's going to be about St Kilda and their recruiting. And so I feel like this year left a lot of hope, which is very good. And we've played a lot of youngsters, which is actually really good. And there's a lot of talent there, which is good to find out. So, yes, it's just going to be interesting to see if we add to the tally of 150 next year or if we add to the tally of 1 anytime soon. But, I mean, I'd probably say next year we'll add to the tally of 150, just keep notching on that one. But maybe in just a couple of years we might get to notch another 1 on the 1.
Yeah, mate, 6 years. I like number 56, so maybe 156 could be it.
Well, we're coming up to 60 years since the premiership when it gets to 2026.
You got to get there before Gold Coast.
Oh, we do. See, that's a bit of a...
So
I'm thinking 2 years.
Hopefully.
I was going to say 3, but that's too long. So I'll say 2.
Exactly. All right, well, RIP St Kilda. Oh, okay.
4 out of 10.
RIP St Kilda. All right, well, for Melbourne, for their send-off, for my send-off to Melbourne Football Club, unfortunate year, to say the least. Didn't do too well, unfortunately. Got so many ex-premiership players. Like, we have premiership players that have won a premiership for our own team not that long ago. And yeah, no, it's fallen short across the board. Some of our top stars were just their performance was, just not as consistent as what I was used to. And yeah, we got
Max
smacked.
Bond again.
And Goodwin's gone, our coach is gone, so we're looking at a new coach. We'll see who that is. And yeah, I'm looking at the end of the year, and I'm looking at Oliver and Petrarca, and seeing like which one will go, or maybe both of them will go. Who knows? Who knows what this new coach will come in and do? But
They're keeping it very quiet at Melbourne at the moment, aren't they? I mean, you hear a lot about St Kilda and Carlton and a lot of rumblings, but they put pressure on trying to find out about Oliver and Petrarca, and there's just nothing coming out. I heard about him talk about it today, about how tight-lipped Melbourne have been at the moment. So
yeah, well, fair. Like, I just want them to do what they need to do.
Makes you feel like there's more rumblings than
As a coach, so.
yeah. Well, considering it is a new coach, maybe the heartstrings aren't there with the Petrarcas and the Olivers and that as much as it was last year, and well, there just could be some big movement this year around the AFL scenes, I'm feeling.
Yeah, we'll see. Oh, look, I don't care. I just want results. And I don't want, my football club to treat the players like crap as well. I just want them to treat them well. And I want our players to win.
Industry, Nathan.
I want them to win premierships. Get out of it. You shut up. You shut up. You see, nobody can handle the truth, all right? But this is what we need. This is what we need. I just want results.
You want the truth?
And I want kindness. Hey, Peach. All right. Well, with that, let's move on to this week's game, shall we?
And what are you giving Melbourne out of 10 for this season? 'Cause I gave St Kilda a 4.
I'd have to give them like a 3. They just fell so far from grace, and it just seems like they've got such a good list as it is. It's just sort of like, well, why aren't you winning games? Why are you getting smashed all the time? You got all these great players. It's disappointing. We did show up every now and then.
Your good is great, but then it's just the gap. There was too many games with the big gap.
Yeah, way too many.
But the very good is very good. So it must be super frustrating as a Melbourne supporter.
No, it is, but it's also like I know other teams have this sort of problem as well. Like I do think the Doggies have that sort of problem, and maybe Essendon to a degree. Although I do think Essendon have a lesser list. But anyway, Melbourne stinker this year. Hopefully we'll come back better next year, fully charged and going for the flag. Although I doubt we'll make the flag. I think we just need to focus on getting better. But, yeah. Steeler, I'm sorry. Brisbane is still in the running. Your season's not over, so I guess you don't need to give a recap of your team.
No samosa.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Your samosa is yet to be done.
Go Lions, let's go, baby.
That's it. All right, let's start this show. This week's games. Thursday night football at Adelaide Oval. Oh, I totally forgot. Actually, no. Tipping results. Woo, tipping results.
Look out.
Oh.
I totally forgot.
Almost forgot, did you? Because you didn't win.
Because I didn't win, I didn't care anymore. So, yeah, no, I almost forgot. But I got them in just in time. Now, we finished... The Doctor, you finished 17th.
Good number, 7.
So you were able to jump a fair few people.
Thank you.
And, 7 ahead, just beating Tommy Mack.
Thank
But a
you.
solid 7 behind KB. So.
It was a good year. I just had to sort of go back to the reserves for a handful of weeks there in the middle of the season and just find some form because I was really struggling early. I was genuinely trying week in, week out and was tipping so badly. And then I got stuck in the mud, and they sent me back to the resis. Came back with a few solid 6 and 7s and even an 8 one week. And, I just feel like next year I'm really going to be back in some good form. Not so injured. That year I won the granny, I was bung up and, I never recovered for the next season. So, I probably partied too hard in the off season and,
Has nothing to do with tipping.
really looking to focus in on a huge year of tips next year and just be dedicated and train hard and
Not
just,
too bad though. It was good to see you beat Paddy, Sammy, and Tom Mack.
Yeah, you beat everybody that stopped putting their tips in.
Yeah, but there's some solid
names.
contributors.
Some big names.
There.
Yeah,
Paddy,
they put their tips in for most of the year.
You can only run past who you run past, you know.
I took a big scalp myself this week.
I getcha. Well, I'll get to our position, Steelo. I just read out Rabies. I've got it going up the list. I'll get to you. Don't worry. I'll get to you.
I only got one last chance to gloat about my tipping, so...
Well, you shouldn't be gloating. It was terrible. 17th. Terrible. Anyway. Next up is me. Number 8.
Congratulations, mate. Making finals.
Fighting off Rick Parker, thinking he could step to me. And, yeah, just top 8. That's all right, then. It's all right. And coming in at number 6, overtaking Mickey B in the last round, Steelo.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Bam. Moved up a spot.
Pop that, Mickey B. Bang. Give him the old uppercut.
Give that out. Give that out.
Yeah, just get back out of my way, son. Sonny Jim. All right, now look out, youngster. I will teach you a thing or two.
Absolutely.
You've got to play right till the end, right to the last minute.
Well, he did. He mixed it up for the last round. He wanted to be special.
Yeah. He took a risk, you know. I've taken great pride in the victory.
Essendon against Carlton.
Yeah, no, he went some risks for the last round. He really did. He tipped Melbourne, I think.
I've been doing that for the last 5 rounds, you know. So I'm taking great pride in my victory, and it was worth every penny.
All the pennies that you put into it, it was worth it.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right, well then, with that said, let's go into the top 5. Countdown, final results. Jamie, coming in at 5. 148, good for him. Coming in at 4, Alan Fauna on 153, 5 tips above Jamie. Then coming in at 3rd, Jim Bob Parker with 154. And then one above him, Reeby's secret friend, Luke, on 155, coming in at 2nd. And then ahead of the pack by a healthy 5 tips. Just can't believe it. This fucking guy made a joke of our tipping competition for the last half of the year, I feel. Just tipping all the favourites, getting all the W's. You know, it's the one and only Mr. Ryan Fenton.
Good season. Congratulations.
On your big wheels.
Congratulations, Big Wheel. This
Win
one's
it
for you.
Due to terms and conditions that were put in through a voting system.
Yeah, we just can't manage to send that pen to Queensland. We've tried a few different options, but...
Well, there's also that. There's numerous of reasons why he can't actually be the winner, but he can be noted as the person who got the most correct green ticks on his thing at the end of every week in total at the end of the season. So
yeah, but also he didn't get a few perfect rounds because he didn't put his tips in for those games. So even though he got the away team that happened to win, those don't actually count as perfect games. So unfortunate.
It was like a golfer that was hitting some nice shots, and then a couple just rolled into the water, and he just walked along and just kind of flicked it out, and then just kept playing his next shot from there, as if nothing had happened. Those sort of technicalities where, well, technically he had that many hits.
We've got a different set of rules around here, all right?
Yeah, do you know that does sound like something Ryan would do, though.
They like to bend their own sort of bylaws in Queensland, so obviously...
Yeah, and look, and we all agreed because we all move up one spot in the tipping comp, and so we all agreed that we'd kick you out, and we did, and that's good. So we're all up one.
Worked really well.
You won the unofficial All for Footy tipping comp, but the official All for Footy tipping comp is won by me. I won. Congratulations.
What?
Late minute swing.
Late minute swing, bro.
Look at that post.
Mate,
Someone's screenshot it.
You didn't wait for the votes to be counted. Well, not all the votes were counted.
It's Mr. 9. It's Mr. 9 of 9.
Mr. 9 of 9. That's me. I did it. I won. Thank you. Thank you. I can't wait to get my pen in the mail. Alright, let's move on to this week's games.
Can't wait to get my pen in the mail. Didn't
Absolutely.
King Jong Norman.
Absolutely. That's me. That's me, comrade. Alright. Thursday night football
Really took this Helldiver stuff too far.
at Adelaide Oval. It is Adelaide versus Collingwood. Thursday night football, Reeves. Who you got?
Oh, we're doing it. Oh, wow. I mean, whoa.
Big much.
I am going to tip Collingwood, I reckon.
You reckon Collingwood? Yeah, look, fair. Steelo.
Yeah, where are they playing good too?
Adelaide
In
Oval.
Adelaide.
Thursday night.
Just making sure because, mate, I'd be pretty peed off if the Lions had to play on the surface the night after the Pies did it.
What, at Adelaide Oval? Don't think so.
Good thing.
You're not playing
Yeah,
Port, are you?
well, Jeez, mate. So we'll go Adelaide at home.
Why are you going Adelaide?
Yeah.
Soft tip, mate.
I feel like Adelaide is the safe bet. Like, Collingwood have lost a lot of games lately. But yeah, they got the W over Melbourne, but just. And that was Melbourne.
Umpires are going to count for a fair bit. I reckon the home ground advantage will be pretty handy over there.
Home ground advantage, plus Adelaide top of the pile by a fair margin, I guess. So, yeah, look, it's hard to tip against the Adelaide Crows, their forward line being what it is, but this one is hard.
Yeah, it's without Rankin, obviously, so the big forwards are going to have to fire. Yeah, well, if it's just a straight tip, I'll say Adelaide.
Yeah, look, I'm going to go Adelaide. I just feel like Collingwood has just suffered so much lately, and collywobbles. We're in the finals. Get some collywobbles in you.
Ooh.
That's right. All right, Friday night football at the MCG. It is Geelong versus Brisbane. Ryan versus Steelo. Who you got? Reeves.
Get it up.
I am not going to jump on Steelo's friend train right now. Even though, well, I mean, Geelong could really just win the granny as well. But I really feel like Brizzy are going to make the granny this year and do it
The hard way. Oh, okay. Well, one of these teams has to.
Geelong will get the victory here. So, yeah, I just reckon it's just the way the wind's been blowing for me. It's sort of saying both Victorian teams to get the home prelim. And, yeah, so good luck to Brizzy, though, if they win. I mean, Brizzy could just knock them out, but I just can't see him knocking Geelong out the park here. And, you know, it's going to be one tough game of footy, this one. I mean, both teams match up unreal around the ground. I mean, you're going to have some great matchups. So, it's a massive game of footy. Both teams could genuinely win by 6 goals. But, yeah, I just think Geelong are just going to get them in a tight one at the G.
Steelo. Do I even need to ask?
I've tipped the boys all year, so I've got a lot of doubts, but I'm not going to let them win. So I'm just going to say the Lions. They've been solid all year. I reckon been tipping them every week faithfully, and it's paid off about 90% of the time, so we'll roll with that.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'm going to the match, mate. I'm going to the match. I'll be there. I'll be giving it everything.
I'll be looking out for you then, because I'll be watching, that's for sure.
Better win, mate. Otherwise, it's going to be sad scenes, mate. On the walk home, I'll be dodging the Geelong supporters.
Don't get in trouble. Don't get in trouble. But yeah, no, we'll see how that goes. Well, look, I'm sorry, Steelo. As I said, I'm all aboard. I'm all aboard the Fenno train. That's my good friend Fenno. I'm on his train. I'm riding it with him. We're hand in hand. And yeah, we're loving it. We're loving it.
The Lions, yeah. We're going to summarise the games a bit later.
No.
This is some of the game, isn't it?
Well, these are the summaries. All right. Well, yeah.
Well, you have your minute to give your tip. You have to give us some Mosa.
Yeah, right. I didn't realise.
Give you a synopsis when you give your tip. Yeah, you give a couple of lines. If you want to add a bit more, go for it, man. It's your team.
Yeah, well, mate, the Lions have been dominated. They've been dominant all year at the MCG and in Melbourne in general.
Yeah,
we've really been building.
They have had good wins at the G this year.
They have. They've had bad losses at home.
Fortress for us.
They beat the Pies.
And since the granny, we've taken it to the next level. We know that it's how important it is to perform down in Melbourne earlier in the year, and it just takes all the pressure out for the finals. And yeah, we're obviously winning the granny last year as well is holding us in good stead. And this is what all the boys have been waiting for all year, to play finals. You know, it's hard after you win the granny to get back to the finals, not have the premiership hangover. And so we've done it, and now we're ready to explode. Hopefully, all the boys will be bringing their A game, and I expect them to. And yeah, it should be an awesome performance from the boys. So Geelong, if they don't bring everything, they'll get trounced. So hopefully, yeah, it's a good match, and the Lions can just take over in one of the quarters, get it done for us.
Absolutely.
Could be like Tom Petty's "Runaway Train." You know that song? Runaway Train on a runaway line. Yeah.
Could be.
Running
Could be.
one-way line.
They see. Run it right off the tracks.
Well, you could start singing it for us if you.
No, wait. Well, we don't want to get copyright struck because it might be that good
Oh.
that it could match up with it. And yeah, we don't want to get copyright struck. But yeah, well, eloquently said, Steelo. So let's move on to the next game. Because I got
It's
Geelong.
giving me Tom Petty "Runaway Train" vibes massively because I feel like jumping almost off with the Geelong train, jumping on the train. I'm like, oh.
Well, you can change your tip anytime, I guess. Although it doesn't matter, the tippings results are final. We only go up to the end of the season.
You're gonna get.
So yeah. All right, next game, Saturday afternoon football at NG Stadium, GWS versus Hawthorn. Raby, you couldn't help but talk about this one before. What do you reckon?
Well, this is the one for me. I think the Hawks get them if you want to sort of get free money on the weekend. Just Hawthorn 1-39. You know, that's the market where, you know, I think they're the underdogs going in, maybe just. But, yeah, I mean, it's going to be a close game. And the Giants in there, right? I mean, they're going to play good footy too. And, again, I wouldn't be shocked if they come out and win by a handful of goals and just kill them. Because I think whoever wins this game will go on a hot streak. And Giants have only lost maybe one game in the last about 10 weeks. So they're running hot, probably hotter than Hawthorn. But it's just such an even game. And I think, I mean, now I'm feeling a bit hesitant about tipping Hawks, but I just really hope they win. So
Hey, it could go either way with this one, so...
Yeah, I mean, the Giants are dangerous if they win and get going. I think they could really take down a couple, especially with Toby Green's form and Hogan and Stringer coming back this week. I mean, who knows what he could produce? He's been hanging to play in finals again.
Found it so hard to read the Giants this year.
But they're just at the moment. I mean, their form line is red hot.
They're up and down, though. They really are.
Well, they haven't been. I mean, Toby Green missed, and they had that one blemish against the Dogs. And since then, they've been absolutely rock solid. So,
No, they've lost a few. Surely they've lost a few.
I don't know. I think you find they won a lot out of the last 6 or 7. They only lost the one game.
Oh shit! Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have a mem. Yeah, all right. Maybe I just have a memory of them. Oh, they got thumped by the Doggies.
Yeah, but that was the only one.
Round
so,
21, though. Yeah,
Hawthorn might be out of
W's against Geelong.
It's a good form line. Yeah, they played some good teams along the way too.
I'm floored. I didn't see that pattern.
That's why they're sneaky. They're sneaky good. So I'm going to give the Hawks a big sniff in this, but I'm actually starting to swing around a lot now the more I go through it. I mean, the Giants, their health is very good too. I mean, they had a handful out about a month ago, and they've got most of them back. That's where them bringing back in Stringer this week, who's been pretty rested up the last 2 months. Hasn't played a lot of footy. So Hogan, I think, is the interesting one. I mean, is he right? Do we know, is he named, or is he, because he was questionable?
Yeah, no idea.
So yeah, but they're pretty full. So yeah, no, good game. But I'll stick with my original Hawthorn tentatively.
Hogan is named in the thing I'm seeing, but I don't think it's like locked in.
Yeah. Right.
But I'm not sure. Yeah, hopefully he does play. Be good. Steelo, what you got?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, just reckon the pee and the poo coming out of the sewers is gonna
Gross.
just dismantle the tsunami as it's coming through, and it's actually gonna stop the tsunami and probably save everybody.
Maybe turn it into a pee and poo tsunami.
No,
Maybe.
no, yeah, it could do it. Yeah, it could do that actually. The pee and the poo might be that strong that it actually takes over.
Oh, that's not good.
Hey,
But
well,
I
it's good
just,
if you're a Hawthorn supporter.
oh God, that's. I don't know. I don't think it is. I don't think it is. But yeah, no, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, no. Look, I'm gonna have to back Giants after. Yeah, they've had a pretty good run. Why wouldn't they? They've got good players. Yeah, Hawthorn just scraped into the 8. Let's get them out. They're not ready.
What?
No,
No, it's interesting. Giants have been pushing for some years, and Hawks are just new to it. So
yeah. Look, GWS 5th. This is a home game for them. This is do or die. Hawks got a young team. I'm pretty sure. So, get out of here. But hey, could go either
Hogan
way.
didn't play last game.
Sorry?
Hogan didn't play last game.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see, make sure that he's back. But
Yeah, and the thing I was looking at is saying, like, yeah, he's there. But as I said, I don't know if that's accurate. Because they probably haven't given the teams out yet. It's still Monday. But yeah. Alright, moving on to the last game of the round. Saturday night football at Optus Stadium. It is Fremantle versus Gold Coast. Reebs, who you got?
yeah, it's very interesting along the journey, isn't it? Where I think I'm going to stick with Gold Coast.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
I
alright.
really think that they travel well, and the evenness of the two squads going out there on the game. I mean, Gold Coast is stacked with good players across the line here. They got probably one of the better forwards going around in King, and they got one of the best defenders in Collins who made the All-Australian team. So, and their midfield, I mean, they're probably deeper than Freo in the midfield. So I just think,
It's the first time the Gold Coast ever made at the finals.
yeah, who cares if it's away, against a crowd that's going to be loud? Because you can silence them early, then you're in the game. And I reckon Dimmer will have them primed for the challenge anyway. So, I'm just going to be watching along, giving Gold Coast a good sniff here. But Freo at home, I mean, Faber's got to be surely just thinking they'll get a W here. Just get one win at least into the finals, and then maybe have to go play Brizzy or Geelong, whoever loses that game. So,
How good's it going to be seeing Sarong go toe-to-toe with Humphreys and Matty Rao in there?
it's going to be a big game. And the space of that ground out there, Gold Coast are going to love that. So, I'm going to go the Coasters by a kick.
Fair enough. Steelo.
Yeah, it really will be it'll be an awesome midfield battle. Andrew Brayshaw, Caleb Sarong versus Matty Rao and the bunch. Who mate I just said, Bailey Humphreys.
Oh, yeah.
And just some hard nuts just left and right. And let alone just stars everywhere. But for so many players, it's going to be their first final. For everybody, for a lot of the Gold Coast team, it'll be their first final. They're going to be a bit anxious. They're going to be feeling it all. They're going to be no sleep the night before. But hopefully, they say nerves are for a reason. They're a good thing. It's a natural instinct. So hopefully the boys are just primed. They've just been thinking about it, and they're just not going to make any mistakes. Just run it like a drill and just dominate. So I reckon I'm tipping Gold Coast. So much pressure on Fremantle as well. Heaps of pressure. Feel like could just get to them.
Well, you're talking about pressure. I feel like there's a lot more pressure on Gold Coast. This is their first finals, as you said. And they don't play well away, as we know. As they're known for being one of the worst teams playing away. And they're playing Freo at home. Freo are up and down, and I could absolutely see Gold Coast getting this W, but I can't believe you guys both went Gold Coast with such gusto. Seeming as you said, pressure. They're under a lot of pressure right now.
Not crazy gusto. I'd probably tip about 2 goals.
Okay, two
I
goals.
mean, I think he's right there. There's a lot of hometown pressure there, and it might be a bit too much to handle. Where Gold Coast are just going to rock up playing free for all footy with
Uh,
not as many viewers there that committed to their club for decades and a long time. They're just they can lose this final and everyone will still be happy for Gold Coast for making it. So I think they do have a bit of freedom in the way they're going to be able to go about it.
well, all right. I feel like they're probably under a lot of pressure, but fair enough. We'll see how it all shakes out in the end. But yeah, no, I'm gonna have to back Freo.
Oy.
So that's how we roll. All right. Well, with that said, what an exciting round of football we've got ahead of us. The first week of finals. So now let's move into closing thoughts, Mr. Daniel Reamy.
I just genuinely have no closing thoughts this week.
Oh, lovely.
I usually like to go into some roundabout topics, but I've been very busy just not doing anything. And,
Lovely.
Just reserving all my thoughts and thinkings for the upcoming round of footy, which I've just given to everyone. So, genuinely this week we'll just go through with no other thoughts in my mind but just the upcoming games and just super switched on and focused and just sort of dedicated to the round. So.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
September will do that to him, man.
Steelo, closing thoughts.
Spring's in the air. Footy fever's about. Never mind hay fever. I got that footy fever, baby.
Yeah, well, you should. Fucking yeah. Well, your team's in the finals, and they've got a good chance of
I'm signed up. I've been doing this for a while. I'm almost 10 years a member, and I
Mate.
demand success.
You're playing at least 2 games
success.
this year. That's for sure. You still got at least 2 games in you.
I would have been a member for longer, but I couldn't afford it, mate. I've got too many fines, all right? Just get us another victory, please.
Well, we'll see how they can go. All right. Well, all right. Well, good closing thoughts. My closing thoughts is, look at my kitty.
Oh.
Look at my kitty.
I knew you were lying when he said you were getting pussy.
This is my kitty.
Just
Don't joke
joking.
about that. All right. I would never do such a thing to an animal. It's my cute little kitty.
Hey, Put.
So yeah, this is Peaches, and I'm her favourite human.
She tries
Whoa!
to
Don't
escape.
go on the keyboard. There we go. No, cats don't like being picked up. All right, just a heads up. They don't like being picked up.
My cat does.
You go grab him by the back
Your
of the
cat's
neck.
weird though.
Nah, it's pretty weird.
Don't call knackers weird.
No, Nakas is weird. She is way too friendly to humans. Way too friendly. Like, it's awesome. I love it. But it is weird for a cat to be like that.
Only if she likes her. Tell you what, I've seen her KO a few people.
Mate, it's a compliment. Why wouldn't she like it?
It's because my cat is my dog and my dog is my cat.
She's actually a drop cat. Like, if she doesn't like you, she'll drop off the roof and hit you with the flying frog splash.
Nakas loves me, alright? I've house sat for Reeves once, and that cat loves me. I'm telling you. There we go.
She was on earlier, but before we started recording, actually.
Oh, look, trying to get away. See? Just like my cat.
No.
But yeah. Alright, well, that'll do from us at All for Footy, and we're out.